So again, these are collective readings. They're not going to resonate with everybody. So take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so we've got community in reverse. Community in reverse. Courtship. Great fortune. Distant horizons in reverse. Mature man in reverse. Wealthy man. And theft. So there's a community who's in despair, who helped this masculine, who probably feminine, was courting or dating at one point, commit theft of great fortune. So community, yeah, helped an immature man, yeah, commit theft of great fortune. A large group, and I was thinking lovers and an ex-lover. So someone who feminine was courting or dating at one point, and an immature man, lover, both immature masculines, toil and labour, put a lot of work in behind the scene. Jenny, family room. Put a lot of work in behind the scene. Then we've got coffin. To take feminine's great fortune. So this is family teaming up with an ex-lover and an ex-masculine who feminine was courting or dating for a short, just courting for a short period of time. Then we've got mature man, mature female, concern, and sudden wealth in reverse. So basically, mature feminine is having to deal with a large community and some masculines who's mentally immature and family members what are mentally immature. So quite possibly feminine's, mature woman's ex's family, maybe her family, and someone who she was just courting for a short period of time, all teamed up together to take this great fortune and this sudden wealth and end feminine for her own inheritance. And we've got house. So they could have planter. We've got high on it in reverse. And then we've got child in reverse. And then we've got unexpected income. Could have got child or children involved. With this adjudication, we've got a corrupt judge, yeah, who's also involved, who knows about this setup, yeah, and this judge paid to let all this happen, was getting paid to let all this happen, and then after they stole this inheritance, this sudden wealth, this great fortune, they paid to have the child or children removed and quite possibly end feminine. So maybe they was not expecting feminine to survive. It's probably still up and running, these plots, these plans, because there's a lot of money, what they've stolen, a lot of inheritance, what they've all split. A large community with this house, probably local housing, and quite obviously with this judge adjudication, a local courthouse, and then paid money to have children removed. Probably paid child or children to get involved in a murder. So child or children are knowing about a murder attempt, a murder, or murders, and a corrupt courthouse at such a young age. At such a young age, the children are knowing that there's a community of corrupt people, a corrupt courthouse, a corrupt council. 444. So we've got expectation, official person in reverse, and false person in change, and pathway in reverse. So what they wanted was to open up their own pathway in life. their own pathway in life, probably thanking God and being like, thank God, thank God we took this sudden wealth. Thank God we're helping this ex-masculine to ex-masculines and family members commit this theft. Thank God we've got a corrupt judge who's helping us. And thank God we've got a corrupt council housing office who's all willing to get in and start acting like the fucking mafia. Sounds like Hull Crown Court, Humberside Police, Hull City Council, my family and my ex's family. It sounds just like them. And what's like gone on with me, because they were a set of cowards. They were a set of money, power hungry, backstabbing little runts. Concern, sudden wealth in reverse, occupation, and main female, and then bad health in reverse. So he's getting that main female, quite possibly from the community or family. Main female was just rallying around, proper gobbing on off, thinking she's some sort of mafia. Proper gobbing on off, thinking she's great because she's getting in on stealing this money. And she just wanted to label mature woman as bad health she's the one who's got really bad health because she's no compassion, no empathy, no remorse. She's fake. Her and a lover, both fake, trying to make out like there's gifted or something like that, and there's really not. So they tried to take mature feminines' gifts. Putrid. Yeah. Despair. Then we've got message. Then we've got message in reverse, gift, and courthouse, and poverty, and then theft. So there could have been some money in the post, in the mail, surrounding this sudden wealth and this great fortune. Something surrounding a gift. So a mature woman, gifted, and they just thought, right, what was going to do is was going to team up as a corrupt government organisation, as a corrupt council, as a corrupt family, friends and the community and the neighbours, and we're all going to rally their troops, and we're all going to get in on that theft. Wow. Judication, great fortune, expectation, and wealthy man. Change, privileged lady, and coffin, and high honour in reverse. Unexpected income. So he's getting that masculine in some sort of court case or court proceeding after stealing that, and it all going down, wanted to be placed in a courthouse above feminine and paid the judge with stolen money to cover up, trying to end feminine, privileged lady, and trying to stop feminine from becoming a privileged lady. And I was thinking, what do you mean with this farce? Community in reverse, official person in reverse, and pathway in reverse. What do you mean? Child, children, teens, maybe some child or children got involved in acting all fake and false, toilet labour, working behind the scenes, to try and pull it all off like a heist so they can all go out and party and act all rich and posh. All rich and posh, and think that they deserve someone else's great fortune and sudden wealth. What's actually theirs? So they'll all trot around, people on estate, all be proper trotting around on high horse, thinking they're absolutely something. And the nothings, the nobodies. It's not their gift. It's not their great fortune. It's not their sudden wealth. So why the fuck is this corrupt courthouse and this corrupt council letting this shit go down? Because of what? Yeah, because they're all fake. No way. So false person, house, mature man in reverse. Courtship and lovers. So they could have tried to take a house or home. Falsify legal documentation. Could be something to do with someone at the local housing office. It could be to do with someone who's in a courtship at the local council housing office, who's not even in a relationship with this mature woman, and lovers who's not in a relationship with this mature woman. And because of this theft, it's like at this courthouse with this sudden wealth, they're trying to get mature woman put in prison to cover up. So basically, we've got a folk like community, family, exes, all joining up together. They're all committing all these like major crimes, yeah. And then they're trying to get feminine locked up. They're trying to get male and female locked up, thinking, yeah, and then celebrating. No way, darling. Celebrating that upheaval and misfortune set of vampires. Somebody siphoning your energy for their own advantage. Jealousy. So every single one in this community who's joined in, and this family and exes are pure jealous. So they've all been proper gassing on the phone. You know, they've all been proper gassing 11:11, meeting up, love magic, theft magic. And then they wanted to become a mirror image, and by doing candle magic as well, siphoning on that energy, because they're all like, yeah, we'll start energy harvesting as well. Yeah, we might as well, as a community, start lighting some bloody candles, and instead of lighting a candle for Jesus Christ or something like that, for prayer, or lighting a candle for love, for themselves, or lighting a candle to soothe and do like aromatherapy, or lighting a candle to do like their own prosperity type of stuff. They're lighting candles to try and increase their energy. So a community set of energy vampires. A community set of energy vampires who just sit there and vamp the life out of everybody because they're all demonic. They're all demonic. So it's like a full community, a full like community, family, exes, ex-lovers. They're all demonically possessed. I mean, they're all demonically possessed. A legion of demonic spirits have been dispatched to attack you through people around you. Instant karma and demon magic. So somebody's conjuring demons to block your blessings and bring harm your way. If there's a corrupt judge involved, they've probably, and a corrupt council, because they're all involved in some sort of satanic cult or a coven, they have probably conjured up a legion of demons to block them blessings and keep attacking this mature woman to make out the mature woman's, oh, she's mentally up, yeah, and dark energy. Shit to the dark energy. Dark energy sent your way will be turned back on the sender, a failed attempt. So they've just been at it around the clock for God knows how long, one by one, sending a lot of dark, negative energy, distorted, negative energy, sending a lot of demons constantly around the clock, not giving a damn that they're getting instant karma or anything like that, because they're all about the money. Yeah, a set of vampires. They're all a set of vampires. So a set of parasites. A community, family, friends, exes, corrupt judges, courthouse, corrupt people in the area, a set of vampires, a set of soulless beings. So a set of soulless beings have tried to take over someone else's inheritance, and then they want everyone to feel sorry for them. Then they want everyone to feel sorry for them. They want everyone to feel sorry for them for stealing someone else's wealth. Oh, feel sorry for me. Cry, 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 cry. I've been stealing someone else's wealth. Yeah, it's just like all. It's just like all. Assistance. Someone is going to magic practitioners to get out to cast a spell on you. Competition magic. Because they want to battle and compete to be that the actual person, to battle and compete, to have that same energy field. Battling and competing, sending a lot of dark energy, and then siphoning on that energy, yeah, and then conjuring a lot of demons, doing a lot of candle magic, gassing about it. They're all freaking jealous because obviously they're wanting that inheritance, that money, everything what's not even actually theirs. Oh, poor community. Poor community. So they're spiritually poor. I mentioned that they were soulless. Knight of Coins. So they persistently, we've got karmics, like three witchy looking figurines holding their arms up at the moon, performing satanic rituals. 7 of Wands in reverse. Usually 7 of Wands and upright is like gaining power and control. Standing up, or like purpose, soul purpose. 7 of Wands in reverse. Oh, wow. It's a community of soulless beings, exes, ex-lovers, like a full community of soulless beings. Yeah, 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, who was just dreaming about having someone else's victory, award, success, recognition. 10 of Pentacles in reverse, just can't make it up. A full community. A full community who's just like literally delusional. Enemies. Yeah, so 5 of Swords, doing the enemies of this Empress. Ace of Swords, they want to lie. 3 of Swords in reverse, create depression and death, and bring death. So basically, they're all wanting to lie, get on as a large group, steal everything, la 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 la, and they're all going along with it. Yeah. Oh, it's getting that. This is going to hit the news. That they've got no faith, and then we've got Page of Wands in the Divine. 2 of Cups in reverse and the Death card. And then we've got 3 of Swords in reverse. Ace of Swords in reverse and Empress. 4 of Pentacles and 10 of Pentacles in reverse. And 6 of Pentacles. And it. Wow. 9 of Cups in reverse. Shattering and exhausting. They want someone else's dreams, goals, aspirations, full life, inheritance, a lot. King of Swords, Hanged Man, and the King of Cups. Tree of Life. I mentioned they wanted that full life. The Moon card in reverse. So we've got a lot of jealous people. Then there's doing moon magic to try and block that forward movement because they want that recognition for themselves. They want to trot around and claim someone else's rewards and that. Oh, the real Polly. The real Polly. Sacrificing any opportunity and using magic. So that's all they do in this community. Yeah, this family, this group, this corrupt government organisation, exes and stuff, all they do is sacrifice people because they want their wealth. Again, it sounds like Hull Crown Court, Humberside Police, Hull City Council, my family and my ex's family, where they just sit there and just fucking sacrifice people, left, right and centre, try and collaborate. 3 of Pentacles and Temperance in reverse. 4 of Swords, I'm so jealous. Try and collaborate and make some dodgy dealings with that of a low vibration and sacrifice someone like two demons, like mammon, and shit like that. Start sacrificing someone left, right, and centre because they're money, power hungry and they're sheer greedy. So it wouldn't surprise me if Mammon come out in this deck. Lordy. Upheaval is what they want to create. Disputation, it's like they're totally gathering together to dispute. I don't think them should have her own generational wealth because of this, that and the other. And doing all this black magic shit, 1919, the sacrifice, I don't think she should have her own wealth because we just keep sacrificing it. They're not going to mention that. So they've been travelling around and trying to bring conflict. So travelling around, probably following success in reverse because they do not want that person to have that own success, reward, recognition. So travelling around, they've got no love in the heart. So we've got love in reverse, settlement in reverse. They do not want to settle it. Like they just want to keep hold of everything what they've stolen. Because they're really poorly. They're real poorly. So what all they do is just travel around, these demonically possessed vampires who are money, power hungry, just travel around. Travel, we got travel, a lot of traveling and a lot of uprooting, and then celebrating. All they want to do is steal off people and then travel around and party off someone else's stolen money. Yeah. Ooh. Imagine that. I mean, who'd want to lay down with one of these people? Well, for one, your life's going to be at risk and you're going to be left with absolutely nothing. Who wants to cuddle up and lay in bed with that? Oh, I wouldn't. Not all. Not all. So they're creating a lot of illusions. So they're paying spell work to create a lot of confusions and illusions. Man, history. So maybe this is going to be an event, what's going to go down in history. Exhaustion. Literally wanting to exhaust someone. Conjuring up these demons. This is literally going to friends are involved. Friendships. They're in recuperation. Illusions invest. They don't want these illusions to be broken. They just want everyone to be just as deluded as them. And unfortunately, because of that demonically possessed, I don't know who they are anymore, and they actually believe that they are this mature woman and she's them because they're that deluded. And because they've tried to live the life of somebody else for that long, stealing that money and travelling around trying to cloak themselves in someone else's energy and celebrate a victory and success what was never even theirs in the first place, and partying, the deluded, the proper deluded, and they actually believe their own lies. So God knows how many demons they've got inside of themselves. They're extremely dangerous. Could be stealing some sort of inspiration, someone else's inspiration. So he's getting conflict, restraining order. So needing a restraining order. It could actually even be linking to a church, some sort of a church in the area or in that town, that city, where they all wanted to have that life as well. So they all just sat there and got more and more and more and more deluded. Mystery, harmony in reverse, and justice. So they wanted it to be like some sort of a mystery, right? They wanted to take everything, end that person, 23, and it just be one of them unsolved mysteries. Or quite possibly, with this mystery and history, yeah, because of what's happened, these type of people could be linking to crimes of a similar kind, like crimes what's not been solved, because quite possibly the people who's got involved, some of them, the police would have probably never even thought that they would be involved in that type of activity, because they all act all posh, privileged and prim and proper, and like they'd never do anything wrong a day in their whole entire life. So yeah, they've got no love in the heart, especially for the Most High. They've got no love for the Most High, only a love for the money, what's not theirs. So they love money more than they love the Most High. They love money more than they love life. They love money more than they love anybody else. And they put money before love. Honesty in reverse. I is getting none of them know what honesty is, because they've lied that much. They've done that much spell casting, dangerous spell casting. We've got danger, and they're like really dangerous. And then we've got success in reverse. So they're literally roaming around, celebrating someone else's success as their own. And then the one whose success they're celebrating, they're all turning against that person because they're jealous. And they're doing spell casting. And then going off doing that spell casting, yeah, trying to harvest that energy. And then using that energy to turn against that person because they're really poorly in the head. Extremely poorly in the head. Really poorly. Empath. So basically, I is getting a community full of narcissists. A community full of arrogant little runts. A community full of greedy little runts. Conflict and command, where they literally, when that harmony and balance and peace has been restored, they're all like, go on, because they're in the large groups, I'm just commanding you to do this. I'm just commanding you. Go on. And then when it bounces back on them, they're not liking it. They're really not liking it when everything starts to bounce back on them, 26. They don't like it. Seduction. So they're all seducing each other with lies. You know, like, obviously with this illusion, what they're creating, because they're stealing someone else's inheritance, they're all just seducing each other with lies. Oh, well, you know, if we have all this money, look at what we can do with money, what's not even actually theirs. And it's like they've spent money, what's not even actually theirs, what's not even actually theirs. So they're probably all in some sort of courtship, love relationship, dating each other. And basically, if the money weren't involved, they probably wouldn't have like no attraction to each other whatsoever. The Reds has just gone where they've got hold of some stolen inheritance and they started slamming each other, spreading STDs, spreading them demons onto each other, and then sucking the life out of this person who they're stealing from, then slamming each other. So basically, they're probably only slamming each other even more so while stealing that money and feeding off that one person's energy. So they've just got a mad obsession. 10 of Wands, energetic burdens. So out of jealousy, they invested in sneak attacking to bring chaos. We've got Temperance to an Archangel, Moon card. They invested in that. They wanted to bring that conflict, these soulless beings did. Yeah, they wanted to shatter and exhaust with the 9 of Cups in reverse. They wanted to, these soulless beings wanted to shatter and exhaust an Archangel constantly. If they've got nothing else better to do with the time, it was probably like a new lease of life for these low rank cranks. 28. A new lease of life for them. I mean, yeah. And probably getting in on what they was doing just actually became a part of their everyday life. Empress, 4 of Pentacles, and 10 of Pentacles in reverse, and 6 of Pentacles in reverse, and Ace of Swords in reverse, and 2 of Swords. 6 of Cups in reverse, being really childish. A King of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups, proper celebrating. All celebrating being real childish as well. Celebrating being real childish. It could be from family. Celebrating being childish. And being fake and false. I mean, what's the point in that? Oh, celebrate. Let's celebrate being real childish. Let's celebrate being real childish. Let's celebrate being demonically possessed. Let's celebrate stealing someone else's inheritance and that. Yeah, let's celebrate acting not yet high on and reverse. They hold no weight in spirit. They're all just like low rank cranks. They hold no weight in spirit at all. At all. So we've got men, female courtship. So men, females in a courtship, courting with a masculine. She got in on that theft because her and a scrawny little boyfriend wanted to come out of poverty, this scrawny little rat. I thought, oh, go on then, we'll take some money, we'll make her all privileged, you know. And then this scrawny little rat and her boyfriend actually thought about, with this coffin and lovers, actually thought about linking up with an ex-lover and ending this feminine judge to stop them from appearing before a judge, a real judge, one who works under the Most High, and Archangel Michael, who would be shutting that shit down and bringing justice. So we've got wealthy man in reverse. Message, sudden wealth in reverse. He wanted to be seen as high honour. So working with his children to bring the spirit of death. Courthouse. Working with someone in the courthouse. Wealthy man in reverse to bring that spirit of death. So it could be a corrupt lawyer, judge, or a solicitor working with someone in the courthouse to bring that spirit of death, to bring the Grim Reaper. And they all think they're the mafia. They usually do. They usually do. Getting on a bit of robbery and stuff like that. Get a few of their pals together who's just as mentally retarded, just as demonically possessed as them. Get a couple of corrupt police officers or something like that involved, you know. Get a couple of corrupt law officials involved, and that's it. Get a couple of corrupt well, there's pretty much majority of them as corrupt nowadays. Yeah. Yeah, they're all false. Change. Distant horizons, high on it in reverse. They're all false, and they're all coming out as high on it in reverse. Oh, settler and cranks. Even this mature man who should have just chilled out and mellowed years back, and he thought, no. Family room in reverse, wealthy man in reverse, coffin, message, adjudication, poverty, and courthouse. And they're saying, I don't think that this feminine should be able to come out of poverty. I think she should die poor. What do you mean? I don't think she should come out of poverty. I think she should die poor. Oh. So here we've got occupation, official person in reverse, and privileged lady and community, bad elf in reverse, concern in reverse, and main female. They was just working to try and label one person as bad elf, not realising, yeah, that all the work that they was putting on in, that they're mentally retarded because they was with this sudden wealth in reverse, they was all about the money. So it's one of them where they'll do anything for money, but it's not even actually theirs. So they're not actually thinking in their own head on how unstable they actually are for all forming a hate alliance because they want to be that one person. I was getting that literally with this message coming on now and this adjudication. Every single one of them deserve a noose around their neck. They're acting really unconcerned for, men, female, acting really unconcerned for her mental health, his mental health and stuff like that. When he's done all that. An attempted murder. Or murders, probably actually committed murders to try and cover up everything what they was doing. Anyone who wants to speak out about this robbery, this theft, will just bump them off and that. Yeah, mate, family and that. Yeah, mate, child in reverse, journey in reverse, concern, great fortune in reverse, pathway in reverse, and gift. So probably had a gift since a child, and they want to try and take a gift what someone's had since a child, like that full destiny. Probably been doing it since childhood. Occupation, in reverse. So something to do with someone who works in some sort of a prison. An immature woman and an immature man who wanted to be privileged lady, privileged man who thought, yeah, we'll just let this murder go down then as long as we get some of that money. Yeah, it sounds just like on beside putrid police officers. Yeah. On beside putrid police. Let out go these low rank cranks. So it could have been some sort of mail theft, identity theft, some sort of documentation or something. Check. Male, female, theft. And Aaron a bloke. What, it's just become wealthy and have all that trot, Aaron a bloke, official person. It was not theirs. It was never officially theirs to take, but Aaron a bloke just wanted to trot crackheads. Crackies, proper crackheads. You can probably see it in them, but let's try and make out like there's something, I don't know, something like X on the beach is what they try and make out like. I'm gorgeous and all that. No, they're not. They're acting real unconcerned about, we've got coffin reverse and poverty. Acting real unconcerned about an attempted murder or murders and then an attempted murder, or maybe quite possibly because of that Paulie in the red, that demonically possessed, 36, and they've gone that far, they probably actually picked this mature woman's coffin out because they don't want to go back into poverty. They ain't about that lifestyle, you know. They've already got it, or they've got despair. Imprisonment in reverse. Adjudication. Yeah, they don't want to go and appear before a judge who there's not got any connection to with their little group, with their little friends, with their family and their social circle. So there's probably going to be a judge who's going to be from out of town, lawyers, judges and solicitors, who's not going to be friends with these people, who's not going to be in any sexual relationship with these people, who's going to probably come from out of town or something, and actually bring that justice because they can't think that they're going to avoid prison, and they can't think that they can keep trying to pay people money. Hush, under this table. Yeah, men, female. So a teenager didn't even think about how long she and a lover and a couple who got involved, they didn't even think mentally mature how long they would go down for, which is probably life. So they're going to go down for life. Because like the way it is with money, like when you're stealing someone else's like money, 14 years imprisonment at least, or depending on what it is. Depending on what it is you've been stealing. But they've literally embezzlement, maybe 20 years. But they didn't think about, you know, the time and how long they'd be serving, which is going to be probably a full community, family, false person for being all fake and false, mature woman in reverse and theft, and house in reverse. So maybe they tried to make out like she, this mature woman, is mentally immature while they're all doing that. Smear campaigning. smear campaigning, and then conjuring up demons constantly and sending evil eye, doing mirror magic, and just getting more and more putrid as the time goes on. More and more and more and more putrid. And then trying to do submission magic to make that person just bow down, submit, let me have absolutely everything. Bow down, submit to me. Bow down, submit to us. And let us be you. And have your life, please. And have everything what's rightfully yours by physical law, universal law, and spiritual law. So again, they're really poorly. Someone wants you to submit to them to allow them to have their way with you. And then they're doing a love binding spell. Somebody's using, so they've done all this candle magic, then they want to do a power transference. You have either given up your personal power or someone has taken it from you. So because they're all joining into some sort of dark arts, a dark cult, a dark coven, gang, whatever they want to call themselves, they've just been doing spell work persistently around the clock and getting in on stalking, harassing that person and doing nothing but black magic and attempted murder and all that. So basically, they're going to be better off getting locked up for a proper long time. Because of the severity, there's probably linking to crimes of the sort. Like the same thing. I mean, if they find it so easy to go out and do this time and time and time and time again and think that there's never going to get caught doing it, then attempted murder can be up 5 to 15 years. So basically, all of them together is probably linking to, again, same crime. So in inheritance jobs, insurance jobs, stalking, using black magic, conjuring up demons. But they've even roped teens in and children to do their dirty work as well. So the teens and the children has totally ruined their full life. Well, not them. Well, them kind of, but more so the adults have done everything they can to ruin the teens and the children's full life, because they know that children are easily manipulated and easily swayed and easily adjusted. Some sort of ex or lovers, Ten of Cups in reverse, a dysfunctional family who wanted to celebrate Empress's victory, wanted to celebrate lying and that corruption and justice, and then wanted to celebrate lack of forward movement, wanted to hold someone back, Temperance in reverse, and offload their burdens, their karmic debts. We've got High Priestess and the Sun card on someone who's chosen. But Moon card. These soulless beings who was trying to shatter and exhaust. King of Swords wanted to spread bad messages to stop some sort of a love opportunity. And wanted to end a battle. So King of Pentacles wanted to end a battle and then just walk away. Sacrificing. Corruption and injustice. 3 of Pentacles. So with this 3 of Pentacles and then 8 of Swords, they've all worked, these karmics, to put feminine in prison. They've all been working to put feminine in prison to steal everything. Again, it's like UK. It's UK. It's UK government all over. It's literally UK 4444. It's like the Royals. It's like Humberside Police. and God knows how many other police forces have been involved in doing it to me, the whole city council, the fucking neighbours, exes, military and stuff like that. These dirty, low vibrational Freemasons who all desire to get public hanged. Yeah, they do. And they was persistently performing rituals and doing binding spells and spell casting, and they all found it hilarious. They all just sat there day and night, doing binding spells, persistently performing rituals. 9 of Cups, 6 of Wands, and they was just dreaming about being seen as victorious. Yeah, we'll all celebrate. Celebrate what? What? Celebrate what? Be putrid? I can't even cope with these low-rank cranks. Yeah, you fucking fools. 3 of Swords. Yeah, look at us. We want a lack of that. 10 of Cups. 9 of Pentacles. Lack of that. Financial stability. What for what? That corruption, injustice. It's hardly out to celebrate, is it? What's this to celebrate? What's this to celebrate? What's this to get your eyelashes done for? What's this to what? Roll around in your cars. I hope their cars get crippled and crushed in their cars. I hope they get crippled and crushed in their cars. Yeah. I hope if they're flying out anywhere posh with that stolen money, I hope the plane crashes. Yeah. And I hope that they start suffering with some severe suicidal tendencies, because that's what they deserve. So they could have been having drinks with corrupt Libra or Sagittarius, could have all been having a drink and romanticising hunting, wishing ill will. Human hunting party. Yeah, it's the UK government, the Queen, the royals and that. They always host these type of things, these dirty low vibrational Masons. Yeah. High Priestess, they don't like High Priestesses. They wanted to take an opportunity to try and stop High Priestess from going up and elevating and going up spiritually. But either way, no matter what they've done, she's highly ranked. More highly ranked. They're a set of low rank cranks. Yeah, and they're just coming out as jealous, wanting the fruits of someone else's labour. Hanged Man and 3 of Swords, sacrificing. So they sacrificed the High Priestess. But again, it's like the UK government 4747. It's like homicide police. It's my exes, family, social services, and whole city council. All the people in the area, and literally half of all. And there's courthouses, and there's solicitors and shit like this, all getting on sacrificing me and doing exactly the same to me because of pure putrid. Death card in reverse, and then the Magician in reverse. So they was literally celebrating doing death magic. Six of Pentacles, King of Cups in reverse, 3 of Cups, just having drinks and meeting up, acting like the fucking mafia. Proper romanticising the thought of it with this King of Pentacles in reverse, who did not want to collaborate to bring justice. He wanted to take that 10 of Pentacles, this King of Pentacles, along with this King of Wands. And then they fought about, with this Star card in reverse and Ace of Swords lying, stop that person from healing. 2 of Swords, didn't want that person to be shining. 6 of Cups in reverse, 7 of Swords, and then the Tower, so Chaos Agents. The Tree of Life. They've got no life, so they wanted to, instead of bringing justice, because got justice, so some of them was working in the justice system, they got in on bank fraud, but it's just like homicide police. Homicide police all over this is. Homicide police all over this is. Just being agents for the devil and coming up against an empress and pulling off that energy. So they was, with the 8 of Wands, and then 10 of Pentacles in reverse, justice, people in the justice system constantly pulling off that energy. Pull off that energy, a set of energy vampires. Pull off that energy. Pull off that energy. Have this generational wealth. Keep pulling off that energy. Pull, pull, pull. 49, 49. I think we should literally, yeah, they're probably getting passionate and daring for it. Oh, of course there was. Yeah, they've got no love in their heart. The pure putrid Gemini from a dysfunctional family. Yeah, probably just wanted to spend it on drugs trafficking. So the most high, yeah. And committed to Jezebel. Committed to be the Jezebel. Committed to a Jezebel, Queen of Wands in reverse. Jezebel type of energy. Seduction, seducing everyone like well, I'll just party and celebrate. Honestly, it's like Hull. I'm telling you, half of Hull deserves to go hang themselves. Half of Hull deserves to literally, because they've been involved in doing the same thing with me, they deserve to hang themselves. They really deserve to hang themselves. These corrupt police officers, corrupt law officials, corrupt judges, lawyers and solicitors, they deserve to hang themselves. But before they do, make sure that they write a letter of an apology for being a childish, immature, petty, pathetic, egotistical, arrogant little runt, and that maybe they should have never have even come to this goddamn planet in the first place. There's people out there who have like a miscarriage and shit like that, and they're dying for a child, and then there's these overgrown, arrogant, spoiled little brats who want to work together to steal someone else's inheritance and shit, or just so they can get the Rizzler lips done. Yeah. A dysfunctional masculine. Aries energy, Queen of Swords and Best, Libra energy. A dysfunctional, two Queen of Swords in reverse, dysfunctional. Bad message surrounding death, corruption, injustice. Really dysfunctional, Gemini. Six of Cups family from past. Death, wanted to be seen as victorious. They wanted to make out like there was some sort of high priestess or an earth angel or something. And they really wanted to go abroad, or maybe get someone from abroad. Queen of Wands just seducing them all with lies. So we've got a little scutter, yeah, who'll have sex with somebody, and laugh about it. Tell you why, because she deserves a noose and all she does. You know, romanticising, sending demons towards High Priestess constantly. Yeah, someone who was abroad. King of Swords reverse took an opportunity and thought, yeah, and this King of Pentacles did. All like family, large group. So many of them, different families, all went in for backstab, 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 backstab. Ugh. Oh, I can't stand these people. I really can't. I'm thinking, honestly, if that was me, who was like literally stealing off everybody and that, I would literally just hang myself just to save the planet. Honestly, just to save the planet. You know what I mean? Who sits there constantly all day? Again, no real man would do that. So these aren't real men for starters. No real woman would do that. That's just the scum of the planet where they need fully eradicating and wiping off this planet once and for all. So we've got dark Pisces who wanted to get in and that hunting, wishing ill well. Yeah, because I tell you why. They want to get in on some sort of like, there's energy harvesting. Dark Pisces had a lack of financial stability, so wanted to spread a message so they could take this gift, bad messages, or redirect some sort of mail. Lie, be childish. Two of Swords, get that person mad and angry because they've got no life. And try and shatter and exhaust that person to try and make out like this mentally unstable. Like, yeah, mate, we're all getting on that. I think they deserve a noose. So probably got a bank involved as well. Probably got someone who works in a bank involved. I mean, you can't commit bank fraud and all that type of stuff and identity theft and steal someone else's inheritance without having some dodgy person who works at a bank as well. Some proper severely poorly people. So these demons are constantly trying to stop them ships from coming in because they've got no life. They've got no faith in the divine. They've got no life. They actually thought that they was going to go up in the world, that they deserved to go up in the world. Yeah, because they think, oh, look at me, I'm just all about physical ranking. That's why he is saying that there's got no spiritual ranking. They've got no spiritual ranking. Can you believe it? Can you believe it? They've got no spiritual ranking. They're high on in reverse, so they can carry on trotting around, acting like there's something high on in reverse. They're high on in reverse. They can carry on trotting around, acting like there's something, but they're all going down in history. Everything like that, what there's done is going down in history. The Most High Priest. Temperance in reverse. Could be someone from a church involved. Could be someone from a church involved. Who was committed to want to possess and control this Empress. Go back to that submission magic. I think I should be able to possess and control this Empress and get her to bow down to me and submit to me because I want to be seen as a big man. Yeah. Sun card in reverse. Pure putrid. Pure putrid. Who would lay down with one of these? Like who would literally... like if they're laying down with these people knowing that that's what there's up to, well, they're retarded. They're extremely retarded, and there's probably got God knows how many demons. They're possessed by God knows how many demons, and they're possessed by God knows how many demons. They could all be trying to plead insanity. So everything what they've tried to do to make out like someone else is insane, they could be pleading insanity because, well, no one's going to do that if they're like any sort of sane. No one who's got half a brain would actually do that. No one who's got half a brain. So it could be linking to... I need some more sound. Got Taurus. Could be linking to Hanged Man, sacrificing. Three of Swords have walked off and committed to a dysfunctional family. Got a bad karma for trying to sneak around taking gifts, what's not theirs. Spies. Spies. Taking gifts to possess. Four of Pentacles in reverse, the Devil card, and the 10 of Pentacles. Spies. So constantly sending spies. And using children to spread bad messages. Strength card in reverse, so it could be a Leo, Vega, no love for justice. Wanted to start some sort of a battle to take that money, to take that profits, or start a battle. So basically getting child or children to start battling, acting all out, getting child or children start battling, acting out of character and stuff like that deliberately to start a fight to try and get them locked up. And I don't know why these dopey police officers are just going along with it. So they deserve a noose as well. You know, no wonder so many police officers hang themselves there because they never seem to solve any crimes. So well done to the police officers who never bring justice. What's the point in having you on the planet? You might as well either fuck off out his fucking job, yeah, or fuck off the planet altogether. And that's to Humberside Police. They can fucking do one.